Honourable Minister, esteemed guests and colleagues. My name is Alyssa Uester. I am the Sustainability Manager for SAB Africa, responsible for water stewardship and smart agriculture. At SAB, sustainability is our business, and we have globally committed 2025 goals that align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Within our operations, we commit to efficient use of water, responsible discharge and effluent reuse. Beyond our brewery gates, we invest in shared watershed protection and water security through partnerships. And we have an ambitious goal of ensuring that 100% of our communities in high water risk areas have a measurable improvement in water availability and quality. In communities, we promote water access and disaster relief efforts, and as a business, we contribute towards the broader water landscape through innovation, thought leadership, and policy engagement. So many of those points that I've noted to you now have brought us here to Project Imifino today. With research that started and led by Rhodes University around 13 years ago, as well as the thought leadership of our team here at Ibai Brewery, we constructed an artificial wetlands which is placed just behind us, and we set on a journey of confirming with the objective of converting our brewery streams, effluent streams, through sustainable technologies into value-adding outcomes and products. We took this proof of concept one step further at the beginning of this year when we embarked on a really exciting adventure and we constructed the 2,000 square meter commercial drip irrigation system you see around you with our partners Tailor-Made Water Solutions, also known as TMWS. What this proves to us here, apart from true circularity in action, is that in fact agriculture can and does serve as a viable solution and alternative to managing brewery effluent streams. We are really proud of partnering with Tailor-Made Water Solutions and supporting them. And this product and project will be able to provide benefits in our carbon footprint, our water footprint, social benefits and opportunities, and an exciting claim of being the first of its kind for breweries in Africa.
Good morning everyone, my name is Sean Power and I'm the ZTE for water and effluent treatment for Africa Zone, AB InBev. It's very exciting for me to be here because I started as a student. My exposure to SAB started as a student on this site in that tunnel working with Prof. Cliff Jones and then later on with Rich who also worked together on the original project that happened at the site. So just to take you through a bit more of the technical or specific applications of water management in the brewery, as Alyssa's already alluded to, our number one ingredient is water in every consideration. The quality and quantity of water that goes into our product and our processes is fundamental to the success of our processes and the product that obviously reaches the market. The backside of that story is that for every litre of beer that we produce, we're producing twice as much wastewater. So we have a significant water management issue outside of our product process. That volume of wastewater from the site here enters, there's a drain that runs under the road and it enters a conventional effluent treatment plant which operates on site. How can we maximize the benefit, the resource opportunity that exists in that product stream? It's not only the water, but it's the materials, the matter, the energy that's contained in that stream that's so important to us. And then it's pure water. What comes out the back end and goes into back into our cleaning processes is effectively pure water. So the spinach and the crops that you see before you are actually harvesting exactly the same nutrients that we consider as a problem in the activated sludge system that we have to spend the electricity and grow the sludge to remove. They're chemically identical and the plants see them as food, just as the bacteria that grow in that system see them as food. So the uptake and the conversion into biomass is the same process effectively, just that we've replaced the uptake and input energy and the conversion into biomass with a low energy input and a production of green biomass, not brown sludge. For me, this becomes an incredible opportunity for us where we can actually advance our water recovery and recycling efforts, producing a valuable byproduct, reducing our energy footprint through that process, but retaining the opportunity to recover water, so producing better water quality through this process than we would in a conventional process. And I think that story of circularity and reducing our footprint, but actually growing our benefits, is a remarkable story of success for this project.
Cliff Jones from the Department of Ichthyology at Rhodes University, and it's an absolute privilege to be standing here today. It's once upon a time, and the reason I can start with those words, a lot of you guys don't actually know that this actually started 23 years ago. Started in 1998. A gentleman, a colleague of mine, once upon a time approached SA Breweries. Mr. Martin Davies, who was a colleague of mine, he's since retired, approached the SAB not with this exact concept but a similar concept, and they absolutely loved it. So that's 23 years ago. Then almost 10 years later to the day, it was Maurice Egan picked up the phone and he phoned the Department of Ichthyology at Rhodes University, and I was almost on the other side of that phone call, and he said, "You remember me? 10 years ago there was that idea. We're ready to do it." So this takes us to about 2008. And it was at that time, I promise you, it was incredible how quickly these guys operated. Dermot de Burker was involved at the time. Without the backing of those two gentlemen, this would not have happened. They drove it. And of course, the enthusiasm of Martin Davies. They absolutely drove this process. And I think within 6 months of that phone call, we had reinitiated the concept, we had drawn up the contracts, we had broken ground, and we were running. This tunnel was built and we were operating within 6 months. It was absolutely fantastic. I've got to mention Alistair Green and Rory Skeepers. These were the guys on the ground with a pick and a shovel that took what these doctors and professors had in their heads as a fantastic idea and actually turned it into something tangible. That was something awesome. Within 18 months, we had shown the concept on a pilot scale in this tunnel that you see behind you here. Presented to the breweries, we presented to local and regional government, we presented to civil society, and everybody loved it. They saw the potential, they knew it was going to work. We partnered with the likes of the Water Research Commission, with Department of Trade and Industry, who else was there? DAF, Department of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, which is now DEF-E, Environmental Affairs and Forestry and Fisheries. What we do is we take brewery effluent, which is full of what used to be waste. We like to call them in circular economy as co-products. Now they're products. So we apply the technology that has been developed and used in aquaponics, in fish farming, to treating brewery effluent. And we apply that technology, we apply what we know as ichthyologists and fishery scientists to effluent treatment, and what you see, the outcome is what you see here today. So that's the concept. It's 13 years of research. 23 years ago a concept was developed. 13 years of research. This project wouldn't have happened without that. I am incredibly proud of this gentleman over here, who he's become and what he has done. I really, really am. So if it was not for the collective effort that Ibai put into this, you would not be seeing what you see here today. What you see here today, I promise you, is just the start of what is to come.
It's basically, it's been tough. We learn as we go, but we're getting there and we're on the right track. If you look at the impact, you're looking at the impact of just this one thing. It's created a business for me that has the potential to roll this out throughout Africa, South Africa. We've got 7 permanent jobs from guys that were previously unemployed that are getting trained to run the company themselves. So the goal of this and the goal of Tailor-Made Water Solutions, the company we started, is to train people to run this themselves. So go to a new site, you give us as a company the capex, you give us 6 months running costs of that company. We build the effluent treatment system, we build the farm, we train the guys on how to run the farm for a year. Then we hand that business over to the farm, and this is the site where we're going to prove it. And it doesn't just end at that. As Cliff said, we're doing research in integrating aquaculture and protein production into the wetland system. I mean, if you think about it, this is one site. We've got 7 permanent jobs. If you've got 1,000 sites, you've got 7,000 permanent jobs off a waste stream which people were throwing down the drain. And it wasn't a benefit to anyone. Now all of a sudden, we're creating food. We're teaching people how to grow food, how to run their own business. They can take it back home, they can teach their relatives. 7,000, if you have 1,000 plants, 7,000 people employed, that's 7,000 jobs, 7,000 families. The potential of this, it's huge if we link it with the right people and make it work. And then finally, thanks to my team, you don't understand how we've worked to get this done. We have really worked hard. We were meant to finish 2 weeks later. We pushed it to finish 2 weeks ahead of schedule. To AB InBev and their business coaching team for sitting down with us and teaching us about VAT and how to, I mean, I knew nothing about running a business at the beginning of the year. I started the company in February. They took a leap for a company that has got no track record, no nothing. Let's give this guy a chance. Let's see what he can do. And for that, I really want to say thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. For those that don't know me, my name is Josh Hammond. I'm the Director for Agricultural Development and Sustainability for AB InBev in Africa. Sean contacted us about probably a year ago, and he sold the story of this project to us. I think he sounded a bit despondent, 13 years or 20 years down the line, and we're still not there. Myself and Alyssa immediately saw the potential. We took that potential to our leadership, and they saw the potential. And we really thought it's a program that we wanted to accelerate, and also the opportunity for us to do something in the Eastern Cape. Super proud to be here today, to see the fruits of that a couple of months later. And I am so excited to see how we scale and escalate this, not just in South Africa, but across the continent of Africa. I really believe it's a project that we can run out and bring and make part of our business and part of what we stand for in sustainability as a business. Really nice to see young individuals coming through and being part of our programs that we run in Africa. As a company looking to consistently invest in local businesses and invest in local produce for our breweries. That is part of our DNA. Sean, for pushing so hard to get this over the line. Really appreciate it. I am proud of what we've done here. I am more excited about what we can still do and building on what this foundation is that we saw here today.
Firstly, I just want to say on behalf of the Eastern Cape Liquor Board, it is an honor to be invited to this occasion. As the liquor authority here in the province, which we actually regulate the liquor industry in this province, and also ensuring that the socio-economic costs that are caused by alcohol abuse are managed together with the liquor industry. We appreciate how SAB, as a liquor industry role player, played a significant role in impacting communities in the province. Why? SAB has supported many of our initiatives as Eastern Cape Liquor Board that seek to alleviate alcohol abuse, promote responsible trading. That said, Eastern Cape is one of the poorest provinces in our country, and therefore today's project launch is a significant milestone towards alleviating poverty. This project is going to provide our people with some form of economic activity. It is going to provide an alternative to our people by creating some form of employment. It will also go a long way to the destitute in alleviating poverty through the soup kitchen. I therefore, on behalf of Eastern Cape Liquor Board, wish to congratulate SAB for this noble initiative that is set to change lives of our people in this municipality. All our efforts of reducing alcohol harm are in vain unless some initiatives like these, which create some economic activity for our people, are made. As Eastern Cape Liquor Board, we pledge our unreserved support for this project and wish to express our sincere confidence that it will positively impact to the well-being of our people.
thank you for inviting me to this very important gathering that seeks to enhance an idea of the development of our people through partnership between government and the private sector. Where this thing started, it started as an idea. Somebody had this idea in his mind as a student or as a group of academics. They came up with an idea. They sold the idea to SA Breweries, but the timing was not right. But now it's the perfect time for the implementation of that idea. The implementation of that idea now, it's a reality. It's no longer an idea in somebody's head, but it's implemented. So by coming here today, you are saying we're going to partner with SA Breweries as the Department of Rural Development and Agrarian Reform. And we know that your company is the largest brewing company in the country, and you have always been one of the leading companies in the country in as far as social responsibility is concerned. With those few words, we thank the SA Breweries for the sterling work that you are doing. We've seen what you have done here, and also we want you to replicate this in other areas. So working with the department, we'll be able to do this in all the districts, our 6 districts in the province. So with the partnership that we'll be forging with SA Breweries, we'll be able to realize that dream. Because now it is an idea, but it must be implemented